Meanwhile, the media pounced on the story. Headlines screamed about the cruise ship mystery, speculating everything from a tragic accident to a calculated disappearance. Laura's face was plastered across television screens, branded as either the grieving mother or the woman who knew more than she was telling. Reporters camped outside her home, shoving microphones in her face, asking how a husband and child could simply vanish on a ship filled with thousands of people. Every time Laura tried to speak, her words were twisted into something sensational. Weeks stretched into months, and still there were no leads. The FBI released statements saying there was insufficient evidence of foul play, and eventually closed the case as unresolved. Laura's life became a blur of unanswered phone calls, dead-end tips, and sleepless nights filled with haunting dreams of Emily calling for her across endless black waves. Every official path led to nothing but locked doors and silence. Her family had vanished, and the world had moved on. Yet Laura couldn't. She refused to believe that two lives could simply disappear without a trace. She replayed the CCTV footage in her mind 1,000 times, combed through Michael's old emails and journals, and even hired private investigators. But every trail ended the same way, vanishing into the same void that had swallowed Michael and Emily. It wasn't just a mystery anymore, it was a wound that refused to heal, a riddle designed to torment her until the end of her days. 7 years had crawled by since that cursed cruise, and Laura's home had become a shrine of silence. Dust gathered on photo frames, Emily's bedroom remained untouched, and Michael's belongings were locked away in boxes she couldn't bear to open. But one rainy afternoon, while clearing the attic in an attempt to face her grief, Laura stumbled upon an old leather satchel tucked beneath a moth-eaten blanket. Inside, wrapped carefully in a plastic sleeve, was Michael's travel journal. The one he always carried but which had never been logged as evidence by the FBI. Her pulse quickened as she flipped it open. At first, the entries were ordinary. Michael had written about the ship's food, the nightly shows, and Emily's excitement over seeing the dolphins. His handwriting was steady, neat, familiar, but as Laura turned the pages, his words grew stranger, shorter sentences, scattered notes, and hurried scribbles as though written in secret. One entry read, "Something is wrong with the staff. Too many locked doors. Keep Emily close." Another page was even more chilling. "If anything happens, don't trust the official reports." Laura's hands shook as she read, her mind racing back to the gaps in the CCTV footage. Near the end of the journal, Michael's handwriting had changed completely. Slanted, frantic, almost desperate. The final page bore only a single message, scrawled so hard the pen tore the paper. "If something happens to me, look in the alley behind Pier 14. Don't trust anyone." Laura felt the air leave her lungs. Pier 14 was in Miami, not far from where the cruise had docked. Why had he written this? Why hadn't the authorities ever mentioned finding the journal? And most importantly,